Okay, so don't know about the rest of you, but these busts that we buy, my preference is for the bronze version. No, it doesn't seem to have been that popular, so I got a spare one, especially with the prices going for like half price, or almost half price. I've been buying some of the second version of all of the busts, and I've been bronzing them, using these metal B coats that I get from Barnes. Now, instead of using a bronze paint that has a bronze looking color, this is actual bronze metal powder. It's got actual metal powder in the coating, so it's called a coating as opposed to paint. Bronze B metal coating, and it comes in bronze, brass, and even iron. Once you've coated whatever it is that you cover, I use an antiquing patina, and what this does is sort of like a traditional patina that makes it oxidize a lot faster than what it usually would, so it can give it an old look. So I find if it just painted straight on, it can look good, but sometimes it can look a bit cheap. Now usually what I've been doing is I've been cold casting a lot of the pieces that I've done. That is mixing an epoxy resin with a metal powder, such as that one. That's a brass metal powder, and then antiquing patina works with that as well. But instead of doing it that way, what I do is, if I do have a bust that's already been made, it's been much cheaper instead of me trying to pick up the skills on how to carve that out of clay and then mold it. Just buy it for $36, and then I bronze it. The idea is to bronze it and then cover it with a patina, and that's a bronzed coal cast that's got a patina on it as well, so you can see it looks like it's starting to weather a bit. Some people prefer the shiny look, like that, or even like that. That's a bronze coal cast. Yeah, so I'll just be going through the process of unboxing this, covering it with the bronze metal B coating. So there's a couple of things about this, is that if you do make your own cast, it works best on porous surfaces. This is not porous. So you also have to be mindful that if there's sort of a waxy or oily coating over excuse me over the model, just be mindful of that, since this is water based. So you want to make sure that it's been thoroughly cleaned. This coats really well. You don't want to coat it too thick, because the problem with that is that if you make it too thick, you're going to lose a bit of detail. Because it's already been painted, I find that 2 coats on this works just fine. First coat to cover, and you'll see that after the first coat I let it dry till it's dry to the touch. And then on the second coat it covers really well, and I'll just walk you through the process. Okay, so got my patina, my model. Just adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. Better. Okay, so this model itself is still fairly reasonably clean. What I do is I don't want to get any paint on the base, so let's take that off. Take a piece of paper. Just drop it on the base. Voila! Easy, just a bit of paste. Make sure that you stir the paint properly. That's how it looks. Give it a good stir. If you are applying this to any porous substance like plaster of Paris, or even the nylon laser cinder 3D products that draws into the model, is actually pretty good. for some of these other substances I mentioned, some of the other models, especially if it's already been painted with an oil paint, you just be careful about making sure that you give it a good couple of coats. It does note on you it might take up to 3 coats to cover well. Sometimes it might require primer. In my case, when I'm done, I give it a coat of a water-based clear sealer, just so that it doesn't oxidize more than what I want it to. So, and these are just models I don't really use, I'm not using it for anything, so it's just me. Okay. So from there, the process is pretty simple. Just have a nice clean brush. Something I saw Lynn from Brick in the yard. Just make sure that you clean the brush properly. Pull out any loose bristles. You don't want any loose bristles coming out and spoiling the model. And then from there, what I do is I normally paint from the inside out. So I paint into the fine detail first. Just move my way from there. I'll just might time lapse it, but I'll just record it as I go. So that's the first coat done. I'll just let it dry for a bit. It looks a bit dry to the touch. And then I'll do a second coat. After about an hour. And there you go. So that's just bronze, as you can see. It's a bit of, that's just the bronze coat. I'll let that dry for an hour. When that's dry, I'll apply patina just to age it a little bit. Voila. Okay, now that this is dry to the touch, what I now do is I go over this with the patina. It's mostly dry and touch. And I'll go over to the patina. Now, Bonds sells a spray can, or some people spray it on, that there's a consistent coat all throughout the model. I don't do it that way. Some spray it on while it's a bit wet. I don't do it that way either. The reason why is that I prefer brushing it on. That means I get some of the patina pooling in some places and running in other places, and thicker or thinner. So I get an inconsistent and a more natural aged look as opposed to a consistent look, which you might prefer. That's just my approach. What I do is I don't dip my brush straight into the bottle either. I always just throw a little bit out and then just brush it on. So there we go. And there you have it, all done. And now I just wait a few hours. I'll show you the final thing when it's done. That's pretty much it. And there's the finished product. Not bad. That's Connor. And you're wondering why I'm showing you Connor when I started off with the Evelyn. Evelyn. Now what I've done, whoops. What I've done with the finished product is I used black wax just to give it a bit of an aged look, just a bit of black to fade into the little gaps in between, not to mention the patina that I've used. And just to demo some of the other things that I've done is this is just, I've added some Tiffany green to this bronze piece. You can see nice aged look. So it came out as well. That's instead of the natural patina. This is a brass piece with the same. I sort of shined it up a little bit and then I covered it with a clear sealer. And this is brass paint. That Tiffany green looks way aged. But yeah, some effects you can get from metal paint, metal coating. Voila. So I hope that helps some of you guys just to finish off some of your own busts if you want to do it that way. There you go.